I'm gonna keep my mirror open so I can make sure if I look like shit or not. I just checked myself and I look great. I don't know, anyways, this isn't important. What's important is Vanderpump Rules. So I guess we start with an intro of who I am, what I'm doing, and why. Hi everybody, I'm Shilo Rayne, and I am going to start by sharing my passion for trash reality TV. It all started with Housewives, specifically Real Housewives of New York City. I started watching it as a gag, and I was like, oh, this is terrible, but I enjoy it and I can't stop watching it. And then I just somehow found myself with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Then there was one part and then it tapered off into what I found out was Vanderpump Rules. And I was like, what is this show? At first I was like, this looks fucking dumb. I'm not gonna watch this show. And then I was like, I think I'm gonna watch this show. The best seasons of Vanderpump Rules are from 1 through 6. 6 was like the highlight of Vanderpump Rules, and then I think after everything else, it went downhill from there, because I watched the last 2 seasons and I was not impressed. Granted, we've lost a lot of the cast members due to them being racist, so that's cool. It's exciting. Maybe I'll talk more about that, but right now, that's not what we're here for. We're here for some good, lighthearted fun. Some shitty-ass, trashy reality TV, because none of my friends will listen to me talk about it, so I'm just gonna make YouTube videos and force all of you to listen to me, because I know best. I just love talking shit about what they're wearing, what their hair looks like, and what a better way to do that than to make content of me going through the highs and then the very lows of these aspiring artists in the land where dreams come to die. And yes, I mean the Midwest. So if you watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, there's a scene where Brandi goes off and she meets up with Sheena, the other woman from her relationship with Eddie. That's her ex-husband. So they meet up at Lisa's Sir Lounge restaurant that's over in West Hollywood. See what happens.
You don't have to do it, you know.
No, I need to. I want to. I need to have her hear my side. I need to apologize for what it's worth. I need to do this. She'll be here in a minute. Okay. Thanks.
Somebody needs to fix her blazer because it's like tucked a little too high. Did someone take a pin and they just pinned it up? I don't know what's happening there.
I was hurt too. This guy makes me fall for him and then I find out he has a wife and kids.
I don't care. I mean, look at where you are in your life and I'm in such a better place. I win, you know what I mean?
No, Brandi, I don't know what you mean. What are you winning here? Is this a game? I don't understand. Your husband left you and then you landed a gig on Real Housewives. What exactly did you win?
I'm crying over that. I'm crying because I feel bad and I honestly,
I don't feel bad
I didn't
for
know.
I mean, I would never want to be the other girl that just got Tuesday nights.
It wasn't only Tuesdays. We went out to bars together. We went out to restaurants. It was a lot of things there.
There's restaurants everywhere. Do I really need to be specific? That's what?
Coach and horses,
Well,
several.
that was our bar. That's funny.
Oh, it sounds like it was their bar now, too. That's so cute. You guys have a lot in common. I don't understand why you're not getting along right now.
We went to Mammoth together. He took me on trips.
I know I was invited, then I was uninvited. Because he said it's going to be a boys' trip.
Sounds like after all the times that your husband left you on the side, Brandi, you were the other woman, not Sheena.
I did find out, and I chose to believe that he was separated.
You know.
All of these things. I had asked him if he was married because I heard a rumor, straight up lied to my face, said he...
But did you say, is your wife pregnant with baby number 2?
He denied everything.
Like, I like how she's saying, you knew. How would she know? How would she honestly know? Because if he's saying, oh, I left my wife, like, yeah, I've got kids and stuff, but we're separated. Like, when you're dating someone, you want to have good faith in them, and you want to be like, oh, okay, like, sure, I'm gonna take your side, instead of being like, I think something's wrong, you know?
And I wanted to know who you knew out of his friends.
Really, the only 2 I knew were Shane and Scotty.
I have a text message from Scotty yesterday because he's like one of my favorite people in the world saying he had no idea.
He knew the entire time.
I just don't get it.
Of course your ex-husband's friend would say that he knew nothing about his infidelity. He's gonna take his friend's side. He's not gonna take yours. Oh my god. Think, woman. Think. You may be blonde, but I really was hoping that you weren't gonna be dumb too.
It's not your fault. I mean, it's his fault. I mean, I would never say someone stole my man because you can't steal a man. You have to be willing to go, and for that, it's his fault.
Oh my god. I was breathing wrong there. Well, I mean, at least it sounds like Brandi's actually coming around to the idea that Sheena's not this vindictive man stealer. I mean, takes two to tango.
You should see my kids. They're the happiest kids that come from a divorced family. They're perfect.
They're all perfect little boys till someone files a Title IX against them.
Don't ever be the other woman. Just don't. Like, you're better than that.
Don't be the other woman. How was she supposed to know? She didn't know. It wasn't intentional. Are you not listening? Do you not get it? Are we having two different conversations right now?
I have 2 restaurants in California. Villa Blanca's where you take your wife, and Sir's where you take your mistress.
When I first saw this, I was like, what is happening right now? I was really confused. Is this like the time when they were showing a preview for The Devil Wears Prada and they just played like the first 5 minutes of the film and then you thought, did I even go into the right movie? Because that's what I felt like when I was watching the scene. I was like, is this another show? Like, what's happening? It wasn't really warming me up to another show. I was just like, okay, this one bitch is getting a lot of screen time. Like, I hope she's relevant to Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So when going through this show, I want it to be an honest reflection of these characters, who they are. I don't want to judge them. I just love talking shit about what they're wearing, what their hair looks like. I see them as people, human beings, just like me and you. And they're just trying to do their own thing, you know? And this is gonna be fun. We're here for the ride, okay? And then here we have Lisa being shown multiple times walking around pretending to check on her tables throughout this series while her servers were spending their time making out with each other in the back and then drinking alcoholic beverages while on the clock. And that is what I call customer service.
Another button down.
Dude, it's Monday.
It's Monday.
Thursday, Friday gets
So down.
We're like, whoa, Jackson's shirt is buttoned halfway down. It must be, it's Thursday already.
Actually, if you go any lower with the buttons, I'm gonna have to file a complaint with the manager and tell them how the bartender is trying to slip his nipple into my martini.
Stop it. Stacy, put it down. Go to work. I feel like I'm running a kindergarten here.
I look for a really different energy in the people that work here, and that's what makes them a great server at Sir. It's not necessarily the best table waiting skills.
Isn't that why you would hire a server anyways, is based off of their skills and experience with waiting tables? Is that just me? Because if it's based off of ability, we can just pump the brakes on that right now, because I've seen much more attractive people in LA than this clown crowd crew over here. I'm sorry, what was that sound effect when she was throwing the flowers? It was like...
Working at Sir is different from working at any other restaurant. The servers all want to be models, actors, writers, singers. The servers at other Hollywood restaurants just want to be waiters at Sir.
No, I think they also want to be actors, writers, and singers as well. I don't know if you got the memo. Not only do we have arrogance swelling in this cesspool of frat guys and pretty girls, but we also have some of the most vain people you will meet. Look, I'm not saying they're ugly, but I've seen way more attractive people at my local Ralph's. So here we meet Sheena. She's the new server at Sir, who is trying to run from her past and start a new life for herself.
I'm the new girl at Sir, and I just want to fit in. Everyone knows I dated a married guy. I'm known as the other woman. Lucky me.
So unfortunately for Sheena, Stassi takes Sheena's issues and makes them her own issues, so it gives her and her posse ammunition to just constantly shit on Sheena the entire time that she's there at Sir. And Stassi never misses an opportunity to remind Sheena how unimportant and beneath her she is.
Sheena is just so below me in terms of class, and she's not the type of person I would ever want to surround myself with.
Here we meet Jax, who is currently dating the wicked bitch of West Hollywood, Stassi. Now, Jax is a bartender at Sir, and while there is nothing wrong with being 33 and still being a bartender in LA, Jax's huge ego and vanity making fun of Jax is fair game without any deeper examination of who he is, because all that's irrelevant. So apparently everyone here can drink alcohol while they're on the job because, again, the bar's set really low with Lisa's wait staff. All rules and etiquette of customer service goes out the window.
Sexiest person at Sir is my boyfriend, Tom. Hands down, he's the hottest bartender in LA.
When she says, like, the hottest guy in LA, does she mean Louisiana?
I'm gonna be fat tomorrow.
Ugh, stop it. Gross. So we're now being introduced to Peter. He's one of the managers at SUR, but he's also involved with a group of friends enough that he can get some screen time and a confessional, but he tends to taper off in later seasons. He's not going to be that important, probably because he's the most level-headed person in the group, because if you're not chaotic, you don't make for good TV. I'm sorry, that's just how it is.
SUR is a bit of a merry-go-round when it comes to relationships. I used to date Stassi, who's now with Jax, who used to live with Tom, who is now dating Kristen, who's best friends with Stassi and Katie. Oh, and Katie and I also hooked up, but now she's dating Tom Schwartz, who used to live with Tom Sandoval and Kristen. Yeah, it's a little crazy.
No, Peter, it's just weird how you all seem to keep within close quarters when it comes to who you want to sleep with. I mean, sorry, but if I had to sleep with the people my friends were with, then I would just never get laid again.
It's very difficult when you have a restaurant like this and it's full of young, attractive people. If I fired somebody every time they slept with another member of the staff, I'd have no employees.
No, but you could fire them for drinking on the job, harassing other employees, or insubordination.
Michael Jackson type fame.
The fuck is that Goku hair right there? It's literally defying gravity. It needs to stop.
The way to sell food is talk about it like it's sex.
No, Katie, the best way to sell food is to actually let your customers look at the menu. Lisa likes to set up these scenarios. She has sit downs with her servers and she tries to bait them into drama. And I mean, it works because she starts asking them like, oh, what do you think about pulling tips, guys? And that's going to just incite drama.
Well, we should do a wine tasting then.
No, you are definitely.
We're more responsible at Villa Blanca with our drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Honestly, I've been in Stassi's position before. Whenever you have a new person coming in saying, and then they insert their own comment that's kind of like a snide remark towards you and like how you guys do things, I would be like, nobody asked.
We work for ourselves. I make $300, I tip out on $300, I walk with what I make.
But it really depends on the weather here and the crowd.
It also really depends on the customer service too, because if you're sitting in the back and you're drinking, how the hell you think you're gonna get a good tip?
Stassi's being a bit of a bully and giving her a hard time, but then again, some people need to be put in their place.
In what place is that, Katie? I don't understand.
I'm not trying to like come in here new and like switch everything. I'm just saying it's an option.
Well, it's not a good idea.
I mean, it was just a suggestion.
Well, it's not a good one.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of see where Stassi is coming from, because who honestly likes when a new person comes in and wants to start changing things to how they were back where they worked? I know I don't. I know I get pissed off, so I kind of understand Stassi's reactions. So now Jax is confiding in Peter with how horrible his relationship with Stassi is going. They all date each other, so Peter did date Stassi at some point. So now he's looking to him for advice.
Do you have any Don Julio?
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
Don Julio?
What was that?
Don Julio?
Like, what are you trying to say? Jello? Juilliard? Giuliani? So here we have Sheena heading to the studio to record her next #1 hit, The Girl I Wanna Be.
Ever since I was little, I always saw myself moving out here and being famous and just making a name for myself.
What is that tumor is sitting on the top of your head? What is that? I'm not calling it a bun. I refuse to call that a bun.
How's it coming out so far?
It sounds dope.
Yeah?
Sounds Britney, Gaga. Sounds hot.
Alright, this guy right here looks sketchy as fuck. Like, he's going to put out a Craigslist ad to record music in his private studio, and then you show up to a bare room with a leather couch.
We need basically sex sounds.
Some like Britney oohs and ahs.
Yes, just a
and-
little edgier than that,
Okay.
but yes, because you're not Britney, you're better than that.
You're not.
I get that I look like Britney Spears all the time. When I was in high school, I had blonde hair.
They lied. You don't.
And sometimes I would get mistaken for her. I'd have like kids come up to me in restaurants and be like, oh, Brittany, can I have your autograph? And I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm not her. So kind of got her autograph down and signed some stuff.
And all of those poor, unfortunate fans who had planned on reselling those autographs for profit so that they could pay for their student loan debt will now be disappointed with the fact that their signature is now actually worthless. So the next part we have Sheena putting her talents to the test. So let's see what she got.
Can you freak, bitch?
Oh my god, that was terrifying. Jesus. Could you imagine hearing that in the middle of the night? Like from the dark pile of clothes sitting in your room?
Can you freak, bitch?
I don't know if people are gonna take me seriously as a singer, but being a pop star is about being a performer, not a singer. And I'm a performer. I put on a great show.
I mean, you still need to be able to sing a little bit. Like, you have to have a general understanding of how to use your vocal instrument if you're gonna be a performer. I'm sorry. You can't do one without having a basic concept of the other.
And last one, less phone sex operator, more porn star.
All right. Can you freak, bitch? Ooh. Can we do that again?
No. Mm-mm. So there's definitely like this hive mind with this group of friends because, and I think that's what made the casting so effortless, was that they were all tied in some type of relationship with one another, like whether they were dating each other or they were just friends, and so it just kind of worked out that way, and they all happened to work at SUR.
My boyfriend's not going to dinner with Sheena.
What, was Sheena on her boyfriend?
Absolutely not. I don't like her. I'm sorry.
You don't know her.
That's fair enough. I don't.
I know you don't like the decisions that she has made, but
I don't want anybody in my circle that's a husband-stealing, fame-whoring piece of shit. Sorry.
Stop
I don't. Really? Like wrecking a family.
I know.
You know when your friend is slut-shaming other women and you're pretending to not enjoy it by saying, stop it. No, don't say that.
If it was your husband and like you had 2 kids.
Well, it's not, so why do you care? Like, don't distract me from the situation that's at hand. It's not affecting your relationship. It's not affecting anyone else's relationship, so what do you keep bringing up for? Damn, are you that insecure? Shit.
If it was your husband and like you had 2 kids. Really? And it was Sheena and you're like, oh, she's changed.
Oh, well, if
Really?
it was my husband.
But she's young.
If it was your husband, shut up, Katie. Shut up. You're so fucking annoying. You're gonna hear me say that a lot this season. So Jax shares some lucrative information that Stassi's been cheated on the past couple of relationships that she's been in. So we kind of understand a little bit more why she's so insecure. But again, like, I think she's taking it way too far. Especially since the other person is in a committed relationship and you're still freaking out. Like, it's not enough. This is the dynamic of her relationship with Jax. It's very up and down. It's very much a roller coaster.
I never drink more than 1 glass of wine a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, really? How's your liver?
Not well, bitch.
You know, at the end of the night, Tassi asked for a drink. So Paolo said, no, we cannot serve you a drink. What do you mean you cannot serve? I'm gonna pay for that. Yeah, and Paolo, he's the manager. She said to him, you know what? You need to get your dick sucked.
That's what she said?
Yeah, that's what you
to
need
Paolo?
because you are a dick. Paolo was like, what should I do at this time?
I care probably a little bit too much about Stassi, but she's also my daughter's friend. I feel a certain allegiance to her.
I'm sorry, but I don't care what type of relationship that you have with an employee. If they're telling their manager or anyone that they work with to go get their dick sucked because they're telling them you can't drink on the job, then they need to be fired. I'm sorry, that's how it is in the real world. And why does Lisa put up with it? Oh, because, honey, it makes for good TV. Not because she has some type of allegiance with Stassi because Stassi is her daughter's best friend. No. Lisa's more calculated than that.
You're gonna be late for work. You should probably go get ready.
We're gonna be late to work together, babe.
Yeah, I'm not getting cute today, though.
And that's how you know Tom is a real musician, because he has multiple guitars lying around his apartment with a music stand holding a score.
Tom and I have been together for 4 years. We've been sleeping together for 5.
Do you need the bathroom?
No.
Yeah, you know the point in the relationship where you transition to wearing your clothes inside out because you can't figure out how else to make your partner suffer any more than they already are? Did he just shave his forehead? What is growing on? What is growing on there? What is growing on there that I don't know about? Leave in the comments below if you've shaved your forehead before. I'm now conducting a survey. This is no longer about Vanderpump Rules.
I'm gonna leave the flat iron on when I'm done.
No, but I am gonna need you to put a shirt on. You look like every emo white dude in my high school class that never got enough vitamin D. Have you ever tried to run your fingers through some dude's hair that just has hairspray and gel just caked on inside of it? It's like running your fingers through some dusty straw fields. It's disgusting. It's not good.
I think your hair looks just fabulous. So.
I think it sucks, actually.
Okay.
And I think you guys could have done dishes before the camera crew came over to film you guys today. I mean, you know they get a schedule of when they're going to be coming over for filming. They just left a pile of dishes sitting right there in their sink.
I think your hair looks just fabulous.
I think it sucks, actually.
Okay, your hair sucks.
Thanks.
I love those relationships where you're so comfortable with your partner that you just constantly belittle and berate them and insult their appearance because that's what you do when you're in love.
Tina and I have been friends since we both started working at Villa Blanca. She is an amazing singer. So since I've been getting into music recently, we've been hanging out a lot.
Okay, I'm gonna need someone to fix her earring because it's really bothering me. Like, why is half of it hanging in the back like it's your hair? No, ma'am. Somebody help her.
I went to one before where they could look at like your tongue and tell you so much about yourself.
You want to stick out your tongue?
You know, you're very talented. I can tell that.
Great, I can also tell there's a nice film of fungus on your tongue, and I'm sensing that you'll probably be going to the dentist later to get that checked out, right?
Hey, ladies, so these are for you.
Thank you. Cheers.
What the fuck are they drinking? What is that? I don't... What is that?
Do you feel anything?
Yeah, I feel like I understand the saying, don't drink the Kool-Aid now, because there's this like nice little tingle inside of my body, and I think my organs are failing.
I feel enlightened.
I cannot stand her laugh. It's like a shoddy version of Fran Drescher. I feel like I would be more comfortable with hearing that.
I would be more comfortable working with you, but
ooh, if you're there by yourself,
I know I'm scared.
They're gonna eat you
What
alive.
are these girls gonna do to me? Stop.
Honestly, I would have loved to have seen more Tina throughout this series, but I think Lisa was only looking for people who were going to stir up drama, and I know Faith Stowers, she was another part-time cast member that comes on later on in the seasons, and she felt like Lisa only wanted her because she wanted her to portray the angry black woman stereotype, so that wouldn't surprise me if that's why Tina kind of kept her distance. And also, like, not everyone wants to be on reality TV, at least not exposed in the way that main cast members are. Like, you can be a friend on reality TV and then it's not as damaging or doesn't expose as much of your personal life as, you know, being the main cast member does.
Twins, she chose my color dress.
Every single person at SUR knows that the gray/blue dress is my color dress. You just don't go there.
Okay, Regina George, we need to take it down a notch. You've got 3 dresses to choose from, and if she can't wear any of the other colors, then what do you want her to do? Go to work naked? Because I think there's a lot of health code violations that come with that.
I used to have that dress, and then I stopped wearing it because you picked that color.
Shut up, Katie. Oh my god. Like, literally, she's trying way too hard to agree with Stassi, and it's so fucking annoying. Like, I hate Katie, like, the first couple of seasons, because she's literally Stassi's little bitch.
I need hot sauce. Where is it?
Those are the condiments. What do they look like?
Yeah, in the condiments thing, you look kind of like a bitch right now.
Hey, so my tables are done. What side work or what do I need to do? Anything else?
No. I mean, I'm not.
I thought you were the closer.
I'm not the
That's why I was
manager.
asking you.
Okay, this is Katie just being a bitch for no other reason than the fact that Stassi is right there standing next to her because she's clearly uncomfortable with it. Also, like, let's be honest, the real reason Stassi is pissed right now is because she cakes on eyeliner in her waterline and secretly uses Wet n Wild Mega Plump mascara because she thinks it looks good. I like how Lisa is texting. She's clearly not looking at her phone. It's 2013, sweetie. No one owns a Motorola flip phone anymore, okay? I know you can't look up from your phone and know what you're texting.
Who do you work for?
You?
Who told you to polish glasses?
Stassi.
Right.
Okay, that's a dumb question to ask because it's not uncommon for new employees to ask the more tenured ones, like, hey, what side work do I need to do? Do I need to be doing this? What should I do when there's downtime? That kind of a thing with more tenured employees. And like, yeah, she works for your business, but you're not there all the time to sit there and delegate tasks for your crew. You don't even like to round them in whenever they start acting abrasive with new employees. So what the hell do you want her to do? Come to you and complain so you can tell her, fuck off, deal with it yourself. That's what you hire managers for. They're the ones to delegate.
Just because you're new. You know what? If you don't stand up to her, she'll have you running around doing her dirty work.
You don't understand, because, I mean, you
I
own the place.
understand better than you think.
I work here.
I totally get where Sheena's coming from, because Sheena's trying to tell Lisa, like, hey, I would rather be doing this right now than have to just, like, be in this confrontation with Stassi. And then Lisa's like, oh, I understand very well. I know. And it's like, listen, bitch, I don't think you do. Like, you're the manager, first of all, so you can remove yourself from the situation. Like, Stassi's not gonna talk shit to you. You own the place. You sign her checks. She's got nothing to say to you, but thank you. But then she's like, oh no, you gotta say something. You gotta stand up for yourself. Lisa's really good at stirring the pot. Just watch Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
I would rather just polish these glasses and be miserable and have them, like...
No, you gotta stand up to them.
Or you could tell Stassi to stop being a bitch to the new people. I mean, that's just something you could consider as well.
I can see clearly what's going on here.
And I'm going to do nothing about it.
Where's Stassi? She's outside.
I really love this long shot from 1917. What? I'm sorry, what is that thing in the corner right there? Is that the plague doctor from Bly Manor?
Okay, I need to talk to you. First of all, I know you have, like, your issues with me, but I refuse to be your little bitch here.
Ooh! Like, finally, when I first started watching this series, I was really annoyed with Sheena, but I was also low-key rooting for her because I was like, fucking just stand up for yourself. Say something. Make this bitch stop talking shit about you. And so I really love this part right here.
Oh, what is it that's, like, bothering you about me?
That night when you went up to Brandi, you had told me I had no idea who that guy was. I didn't know he had a family, and I didn't know any of that kind of stuff. And then come to find out, oh no, Sheena knew the whole time, and she sold it to the magazine.
Okay, I never sold a story.
Okay, so are you mad at her because she's the other woman, or are you mad at her because she sold a story? Which is it? Because I'm getting conflicted messages right now.
He told me he was separated from his wife, and I believed him.
Sheena, if you say that you were off and on with him for 2 years, you know
You
can Google a famous actor.
I just don't see how that, like, affects your life.
And then Sheena asks the million-dollar question. Finally, again, Stassi, how does it affect you? Why do you care so much? Why are you so invested in her affairs and her relationships? It's not like she fucked your boyfriend.
You have these insecurities, you think I'm gonna, like, start hitting on your boyfriend because
Of course I have insecurities about that.
Oh my god, I think we went up like 2 octaves there. Jesus. Yes! Of course I have these insecurities.
That's your problem. So when I see a girl like you, because I've never
Like me, I have a boyfriend. I am in a very happy relationship.
My favorite part is when an argument gets so heated that they're just yelling over each other and then you don't even know what the hell they're arguing about anymore. And of course, when this is all said and done, nothing is resolved after this.
I'm not gonna let a man stealer around my boyfriend or anyone that I care about.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna let that flat iron that you use near my hair.
I talked to her for a really long time and she started crying. All I wanted was for Sheena to just be with me.
When somebody starts working here, they don't have to reveal their like resume of all the bad stuff that they've done in their past.
But then don't lie to me about it. So what's the point of lying?
She wasn't lying, she told you exactly what happened. What did she lie about? Which part did she lie about? I need to know. Again, like, I don't know what she's mad at. Is she mad at the fact that Sheena lied about something? Is she mad at the fact that Sheena was this other woman? Is she mad about the fucking flyaway hairs that are coming out of her head right now? What is it? What are you mad about right now, Stassi? Make it make sense. Make it make sense.
I'm gonna stab everyone in this room right now. Just trying to tell you guys what happened.
I'm just trying to tell you guys how much of a bitch I am. Guys, stop it. Stop. This guys are funny.
No one oversized 2 can pull off a SIR uniform.
And no one with your face shape shouldn't be contouring.
I mean, I actually encourage them to wear, you know, big knickers because, you know, sometimes I'm like, oh my God.
I like how Lisa pretends to be mortified with how revealing these outfits are, yet she's the one that's like, I have a say in the design of the place of SIR, and I'm pretty sure, like, wardrobe is included in that. She could change it if she wanted to, but she doesn't want to.
Sit on the couch. It's my new place.
When Jax and I fight, he storms off and I don't know where he goes. Real mature.
My watch.
Why can't you just try and be a good boyfriend and then sleep at home?
Why
I'm
can't
a
that
great
be your
boyfriend.
Booyah, winning.
What does a booyah mean?
Yeah, Stassi, what does a booyah mean? I know it's 2013, but no one was saying it then either. My favorite part about these reality TV shows is that you cannot talk about or resolve an issue unless you're at some type of event or some type of dinner or brunch or that type of gathering. Otherwise, it's unspoken of. Oops. Also, like, you can tell Katie is so bored right now. She's thinking, are you guys done arguing? Because I'm actually ready to order my food.
It was your choice to sleep on the couch last night.
It
really?
was.
Because I'm gonna get in the bed with the devil. Like, no, I'm not.
Easy.
I am the devil.
And don't you forget it.
Okay, so I'm going to be filing a restraining order against you. I don't feel safe or comfortable with you when you are within 100 yards of the apartment. I'm keeping the dog. So coming up in this first season of Vanderpump Rules, we got drama, we got salacious scandals, we got drink throwing, taking off shirts before a fight. We got it all, honey. We got it here. We're in LA. Anything goes, okay? All right, guys, if you like this episode of... What do I want to call it? I don't know. I feel like there's so much pressure to get it right the first time because I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah, I'd love to do the rest of this season if you guys enjoyed it. I definitely enjoyed watching it. There's a lot more work that goes into this than I realized, and I was like, ooh. I really got to think about what I'm going to be saying here, and I didn't hit all the marks perfectly, but I'm here for it. Yeah, if you like this and you want to see more of what it's like living in LA, I'll take you through on this self-guided tour through Vanderpump Rules. I guess that's it. I don't really have anything else to say.